Hey, what is up, guys? This is Sleet, and in this episode, we're going to play Where Thoughts Go Prologue. And it's not quite a game, it's more like an experience. The developer is Lucas Risotto, and I'm a pretty big fan. He's done some very interesting things in VR space, and I've been meaning to check this out. So I guess here we go. Let's take a look around first. Here's the title. I think that's how I get started right there. There's chapter selections, which are locked at the moment. Behind me are bonus chapters, which are also locked. I don't know right offhand how to unlock those right now, but we'll see. Causes worth caring about. Join our community. We want to grow this game with you. And whoa. Alright. I think that's a sign for me to get started. So let's go ahead. The voices you're about to hear are from people who were here before you. You'll be asked questions. There are no right answers. Answer truthfully. Oh, okay. Well, I guess through this game you guys get to know a little bit more about me. Your voice will stay behind for other people to find. Oh! Wow, pretty. What was your childhood dream and why? Well, hold the trigger and touch thoughts around you to listen. You can use the grip to grab objects. Oh, cool. Here we go.
I wanted to be a professional athlete because I knew that they made a lot of money, and I grew up in poverty, and I wanted to help take care of my parents and my family so that my family didn't have to grow up the way that I did.
Wow, so it's like that, huh? Let's listen to another few.
When I was a kid, I wanted to be a superhero so I could stop people from being hurt. I became obsessed with the story of Anne Frank and Holocaust narratives and thought I would have the ability to make an impact. I became an international criminal prosecutor and looked like I actually made that happen.
Good for her. Let's listen to a couple more.
I'm sad that I can't remember what my dreams were as a child. I know I really wanted to dance. That's mostly what I remember.
Let's leave one for me. What was your childhood dream and why? Approach and hold both index fingers to record a response. I wanted to be a doctor, actually, but later in life I learned I am squeamish and don't like the sight of blood, so unfortunately I had to give that up. Hand me your thought to... Wow. Cool.
When I was a kid, I was really into ancient Egypt. I thought it was
Why does it feel like it's
fascinating
the
society.
same
I had
lady
dozens of
speaking?
books
The voice is very
about
similar.
Pharaohs of Egypt and the different kingdoms and the history of how it all came together. And for me, it just blew my mind that there was this culture that had existed for thousands and thousands
All right, a little long.
of years.
Sorry, lady.
And
Here we go. Where are we now? Oop, nope. Chapter 2. The question for this part is, why did you first fall in love? Why? I didn't know you needed a reason to fall in love, but here we go.
I fell in love because I think I wasn't looking for love.
Yeah. It's like what I said.
I think I fell in love the first time just because I thought that's what people do. I thought, with any relationship, you just dive right in and give it your all, essentially. So that's what I did, and it was great. As many first relationships do, they last a long time and sort of ended with a whimper. Yeah.
I really enjoy the reverb. It has this very dreamy effect. One more, just because, again, I don't know what to say.
I first fell in love with somebody because they represented something that I wanted to be very badly, but was not at the time. So at the time I was working in an industry and job that really I knew was not going to be what I did for the rest of my life, but it was a practical decision that I made, and I was still enjoying the practical benefits of it. But this other person, he was doing something that he truly believed in, and something that really
Tell me more.
represented who he was as an individual in society, in the world. And I was so moved and so inspired by that I fell in love with him, even though what I really wanted was for myself to be that.
Thank you for your answer. Alright, so... let's see something. What should I say? I fell in love because I met my best friend, and at some point I realized I did not want to let this best friend go. Boom. 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 Wait, this is harder than... Come back. Boom. There we go. Boom. What you got for me now? Chapter 3. If you could give your past self a piece of advice, what would it be? Let me think about that one. In the meantime,
you don't have to be sure of what you want to do with the rest of your life when you're 18, and what you choose as your major does not determine at all how are you going to spend the rest of your life.
yeah, that's absolutely true. I relate. How about you? What do you say, sir?
I would go back to college and tell myself to buy as many Bitcoins as I could.
Oh, brother. Tell me about it. One more. How about you?
If I could give my past self a piece of advice, I would go back to my freshman year of college and I would tell myself to not be so focused on the future and to spend some time just exploring and living in the moment, because now is your last chance to do that.
All right, let's see what I can say. If I could go back, I would tell my younger self to learn to invest. Boop. You know, I would leave a little goofier message, but I could get the sense that that's not a welcome thing here. So let's try to be a little genuine. I'm surprised there's no trolley stuff unless there's some sort of filter for that. Ooh. Ooh, that looks a little... I don't think that's intended. Okay. Wake up! Chapter 4. Describe someone you miss. Well, I have something to say about that. But apparently not too many others do. Unless, can I grab those? Okay. Boom.
I lost my father a little over a year ago, and he lost his own battle. And it put me on the path that I'm on currently, and I thank him for that. He was an incredible man of many flaws, but truly a special soul. And I hope I can live up to his hopes and dreams.
Mm-hmm. Sure you did. Some more gathered while I was playing with the first guy.
I miss my childhood friends from back home. We talked about it a lot. We did everything together, and ever since I came here, it's just been, we never talked about anything at all. We lost touch, and I really miss them.
Oh, I was gonna spike him.
She's fun and warm, and laugh is just contagious. She's hilarious and challenging. Really
answering the question without identifying the person, that's fine.
And I felt safe when I was around her. But she also pushed me in a lot of positive ways. And when things were good, things were really, really good.
Alright. I'll leave one as well. The person I missed the most, I'd have to say, would be my grandmother. She took care of me while both of my parents were working. Alright, so this time we are in some sort of void. Let's see what's going on. Boom. Oh, final chapter? That's it? If you were going to die next year, what would you do differently? Seems very relevant right now, especially in the midst of this pandemic. But okay, here we go. Boop.
As a former combat veteran, I've been so close to death that I wouldn't do anything differently. I'm already giving this everything I have. Life is too short, but it's precious. It's so precious.
Thank you for your service, sir. How about you?
If I was going to die next year, I would approach what I'm doing now very differently. I wouldn't change what I'm doing, since I'm doing the thing that I think I was meant to do in life that matters more to me than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I would simply approach the work in a way that would make it easier to hand off to people immediately. Other people who wanted to pick it up and carry it on, as opposed to turn it into something that I could pursue myself. But I wouldn't change the thing itself.
A little abstract, so, but I kind of get what you're saying, sir. How about you?
I don't think I would do anything differently. Right now I'm working on my life's dream. My life's work. One of the things I am compromising on developing long-term romantic relationships, but that wouldn't change if I were to die next year. I'm pretty happy with what I'm doing. It's interesting to think about that.
I would do mostly the same things I'm doing now, but I would try to appreciate my friends and family more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds about right. One more.
I would spend more time with people and learning about them and myself and just trying to get close to being human.
What would I do differently if I were going to die next year? Yeah, I agree with a lot of people here. I would spend a lot more time with the people that I love and care about. Because, relationships you can take with you, but nothing else. Everything around it, all our possessions or whatnot, those will fall into the fray. Nope. Spike. What is this? Are those words? Wata. Why? And you first. Vice. I think they're upside down. Okay. And then that says, would you? Well, I don't think they're supposed to do anything with these. If I could go back, I would tell my younger self to learn to invest. Oh, it's my stuff. This experience was created by you and thousands of other humans who were here before you. Thank you for sharing a piece of yourself. Thank you. Well, that was nice. Okay, so now the other ones are unlocked. I wonder if there are different questions if you revisit it. Behind me are messages from the creator. Talk to those you've lost. Reflect on your year. Share gratitude. Let's listen to the message from the creator.
Where Thoughts Go originally had a 2-minute intro sequence that would introduce players to the creation of this world. And while it was interesting, it still felt different than everything else in the piece. It wasn't interactive, it wasn't as personal, and it felt like it was just there. So instead, we decided
It's definitely Lucas. Remember him from his YouTube. Remember his voice. Leave him a voice message.
Shocked and not really knowing what was happening, and just discovering it on their own. Initially, the prompt in Chapter 2 read, "When did you first fall in love?" And while the answers were fine, it felt like people just gave dates, and they would give very superficial descriptions of what their first relationship was or wasn't like. So we changed it from where to why. And the result was completely different. Automatically, people felt challenged by the question. The answers became so much more interesting.
All right. Now, how do I get back to the main menu? Guess I need to leave a message. Hey Lucas, big fan. Thanks so much for creating this experience. It was an insightful adventure into the minds of people around us, telling a little bit about ourselves too. Thank you. Return home. All right, well, one final thing. Let's look at causes worth caring about. Oh, that scared me. Oh, wow. Isn't this the eye-burning bright neon lights that he was talking about? But looks nice. It's fine. What's a cause you would dedicate your life to, and why?
A cause I would dedicate my life to is... Man, I've been listening to these thoughts, and actually, there were no thoughts, but, I've been thinking about a cause, and I'm not thinking of much, and the only thing that I would love to be solved in life, that I would enjoy helping to solve, is the cure to cancer, because of who I've lost in my life, who it's affecting in my life. And that's the cause I would be willing to dedicate my life to.
That'd be a good cause.
Yeah. Rating number 2.
Okay, I don't know if he answered that question. How about...
Rating number 3. Yeah.
It's the same guy. Let's get a legit one here somewhere.
Yeah, rating 1.
What?
Hi, you just reached the last message available, which means that you have played this very, very early. So give it a couple hours so other people can submit more. And feel free to submit your own message as well.
Oh. Okay, I guess that's the only guy that left a legit
still
message.
No other messages available. You gotta wait. You gotta give people time to fill this world.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. Hope you guys appreciated the experience as much as I did. Kudos to Lucas. Yeah. So if you guys get a chance to explore here as well, leave your thoughts so that I can have a listen at some point. And that's all. Thanks for tuning in, and see you guys next time.